This Is Us definitely pulls on our heartstrings, and with Jack's death looming, y'all best keep those tissues handy. The show's creator Dan Fogelman recently told Entertainment Weekly, quote, "By the end of the season, you're going to know a lot of the details of how he died. Was it illness? Was it something tragic? Was it something else? You're not going to know that for a little bit because we want to show that in the show. So that's going to take a minute." Well, good thing the series is set to have 2 more seasons to tell Jack's story. How is it all going to unfold? I'm Chris Carr. Let's talk about 5 theories for how Jack will die on This Is Us. Number 5, plane crash. This one could be a bit far-fetched, but come on, it's TV. We've watched whole shows about plane crashes. Many fans speculate that Jack will die in a plane crash. When you look at how Kevin threw away all his model planes after his dad's death, the family's fear of flying, it sounds pretty reasonable. A lot of fans think Jack will die in the 9/11 terrorist attacks. A lot of fans apparently also can't do math since the kids were 15 at Jack's time of death, placing it roughly in 1994. There was, however, a real-life plane crash in '94 in Pittsburgh, the crash of US Air Flight 427. Tying it into a real incident? That'd be a pretty impressive stroke from the writers. Number 4, alcoholism. Yes, Jack is in meetings and seems to be getting a handle on his alcohol abuse issues, but alcoholics deal with their addictions their whole lives. Since he is dealing with so many suppressed emotions and issues, it stands to reason he could relapse. And even if he doesn't, his alcoholism would lead to a slew of health issues that could take the ultimate toll. I don't think this show is above giving us a really painful cancer storyline. Number 3, Kate. Kate seems the most affected by her father's death. She keeps his ashes, and she's even said she's the reason why he's dead. So, what happened? This could be as simple as a car accident, which they seem to love on this show. Maybe she drove him back to drinking, or knew something about his drinking that the boys didn't. After all, he said he was going to talk to them after, but maybe he didn't. Maybe she causes some sort of horrific accident. Maybe I'm saying maybe too much. I'm sure whatever does happen to Jack, there's going to be some gray area that leads Kate to feel this way. It's only natural for someone to feel guilty when someone close to them passes, and obsess over all the small choices that could have affected what happened. Number 2, heart attack. Of course, anyone would get worried about heart surgery, but Kate is downright distraught over it. Could Jack have died from a heart attack or some other cardiovascular issue? It definitely would make sense given Kate's reaction to Toby thinking of getting a life-saving surgery. I'm sure there's a writer pulling for this. A big-hearted character being let down by his heart. Personally, I don't know if that's the sort of death a buildup like this would warrant. But then again, it's a pretty real way to go. Finally, number 1, the house fire. The house fire is how tons of fans think we'll lose Jack. And this could tie back into our Kate theory. Maybe she left something plugged in. Maybe Jack went back in to save the family dog that they're supposedly getting. Many think Jack will rush into the house to save neighbor Miguel. Jack will die a hero. Miguel growing close to Rebecca would make a bit more sense. And the kids being super resentful of Miguel, like more than you aren't my real dad resentful, more you're totally the reason my dad is dead resentful, would make a lot more sense. This is the one that I think is gonna happen. I mean, the ring's in the car, the other possessions in the car. But then again, the show does like a good bait and switch. Maybe they just had a lot of tragedies that week. Now, I'm sure a ton of you have other fan theories on how this is all gonna shake out. So let me know what you think is gonna happen to Jack in the comments below. While you're there, hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Chris Carr. See you, Space Cowboy.